Shields up, Iron Breakers. I've had a pretty busy day. It was my cousin's birthday, so I was with my kids over in my parents' house. So I didn't have as much time as I would like to play Tears of the Kingdom, but I did play a little bit, and I did get around to some shenanigans. I posted some stuff over on the old Twitter because it's just very convenient to record like the last 30 seconds of gameplay. And here's an interesting thing. Like, I really appreciate that they do this. They let you do this kind of like this is just me even in the beginning stages of experimentation when it comes to Tears of the Kingdom. To give you guys an idea, what is happening here in this video is that there's an island that's directly above me, but it's a little bit too high for me to use one of the new abilities, which is Ascend, which you basically teleport through the ground of something that's above you, and you end up on the top. And so what I did was I glued together these 3 planks of wood that were like really far off. And then I brought them over here and I kind of nudged them up against this pillar of the island. And then I was just like, there's no way this is going to work, right? This just doesn't make any sense. So I activated the ability here, right? Blunk. And I was like, yep, they're not going to let me do it. But the reasoning is, this particular piece of the island is too far. So like, watch this. As I got just a little bit closer, because I was just like, oh, what am I going to do? This is not going to work. And I was like, wait, what if I come closer? Ooh. Yoink. Bloops. Bloops. I love the amount of freedom that you get with this. So the interesting thing was, after this, I was like, dude, there was another island that I wanted to get to, and I hadn't unlocked teleportation yet. And you guys know me, I'm stubborn. So, and see, this is the reason why I don't want to stream it and I don't want to record it, because I literally spend hours doing stupid nonsense like this. Like, look at what I did here. So, in front of me, far, far above, there's an island, but it's got one of those little pillars that comes down. And so I made this thing, and you guys just see it's a bunch of logs all put together. And I don't know if this is the biggest one. I'm not sure if this is the biggest one or not. I don't think that this is the biggest one, because later I did one even bigger than this one. Like, I actually went to the cap of things that you can glue together, and it was just logs. And then at the tip of it, there's 2 logs like this that make a fork. Because my theory was, there's like one of those hooks and it's got like stuff off to the side. And I was going to go in with a fork, hook the logs, and then I was going to climb my way up to the top and then swim up into the island. But instead, this happened when I was trying to hook it. Now, notice that this thing's going to start jiggling. Watch. And when it started jiggling, I was like, bro, this is it. It's probably hooked. So I'm like, I'm gonna get it to jiggle. I'm gonna release it. Oh no! Grab it quick! No, and it's gone. Without exaggeration, I didn't play much today, but I must have spent like 90 minutes doing stupid nonsense like this, and it was a blast. And that's the thing. And I know that for a lot of people, this is not going to be the ideal gameplay. A lot of people want to beeline it, do whatever. This, to me, is one of my favorite things to do in Tears of the Kingdom. And this is why. Okay, now you understand why I didn't want to stream the whole thing. Now, it's also important to mention, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to stream it at all. I will stream it, but don't expect to see, like, full playthrough, beginning to end, all of that stuff. I'm still going to stream it. Not exactly sure when, because I have a pretty busy weekend. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to try to squeeze some time in. But then, you know, as I was playing the game, I was like, oh, let's see how everybody else is doing in terms of the game. And so I went ahead and I was like, oh, let me check the old reviews there. And it looks like on OpenCritic, currently Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is the #1 highest rated game of all time. Now, look, I'm not going to say that I agree or that I disagree with this, because this is one of the reasons why I don't like scoring things, because I feel like there's too much pressure from people like, oh, gotta give it a high score, gotta score it giga high. Like, I bet there's probably some people that are upset over the fact that Eurogamer didn't give it a perfect score, or Games Radar, or whatever. To me, it's like, I don't care. I don't let any of this really get to me. To give you guys an idea, back in the day when I was playing Demon Souls on the PlayStation 3, there were multiple places that give it like a 2 out of 5. So it's like, I don't care. These scores mean nothing to me, but I'm happy. You know, especially for like the team that worked on the game, which from the little that I've played of the game so far, I can tell that the team is extremely passionate about it. So I'm happy for the team. Good job. Really good scores. Let's see what else is there, because obviously I have a couple of more things in my docket here. There is a review from Gfinity, which where they say The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is a great way to introduce yourself to the series, but might not be for those who didn't love Breath of the Wild. Couldn't agree more. If you didn't like Breath of the Wild, I highly doubt you're going to like Tears of the Kingdom, because this is very much, and this is something that we talked about in the podcast with Reddit Tosker. This is very much kind of like something that is somewhat of a departure of old school Zelda games. And so I can understand that there's probably going to be some people that want some more of that old school Zelda style. And I do hope that at some point, you know, Nintendo comes up with something for them, because at the end of the day, I want everybody to get a game that they like. That's the way that I look at it. So these guys gave it a 6 out of 10. You might be like, oh my God, I'm so mad. And it's like, no, not really. Not everybody has to like the game. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me at all. It's fine. Let's see what else we got in the docket here, though. It's good that there's a 6 out of 10 Zelda review score. Kotaku is so mad. Unanimous praise is boring and, quite frankly, unhealthy. Okay, sure. This is an article by Luke Plunkett, and the interesting thing is that, for those of you who don't know who Luke Plunkett is this gentleman over here who posted this who posted this Twitter. Like, this picture is to the point where I'm not sure if YouTube's not going to be like, oh, this is, you can't do this. This is, we're going to have to go ahead and ding you. You can't monetize this video because this picture is too offensive. But yeah, Luke Plunkett did go ahead and say, and then he kind of regretted. He's probably taking it back. I want to talk about a dumb tweet I made earlier this week. And it's like, yeah, sure. This is how I feel about publisher blacklists. Yeah. As the doc would say, yeah. Let's see what else we got from good old Kotaku here. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom's flame-throwing dick is certainly a thing. Yeah. You want to know where else you can find things like this? Minecraft. Probably Skyrim mods. Bunch of other games that allow you to do construction-y stuff. I mean, literally this morning as I logged on to Twitter, this is one of the first messages that I had. It was not this one. It was a different one that is testicles exploded and the little dummy exploded with the testicles. Yeah, that's what people sent me on Discord. It was one of these boys with exploding testicles. This is not a big deal at all, but to be honest, it just feels like this is a part of Kotaku's campaign. It's like, we don't like Nintendo. They were evil. They blacklisted us. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, I will fight like hell to make sure that they are allowed to post whatever they want, but I don't necessarily agree with a lot of it. I mean, that's newsworthy, but this is another article that I ran into that I thought was fairly interesting, where there's a Kotaku writer that just straight up said, "No, I will not be waiting in a Zelda Tears of the Kingdom line. Thank you." I browsed through this article a little bit, and it's basically this person going off like, "Oh my God, the sun, and it's too hot to be waiting in the line. I can't believe that these people are waiting in the line, and it's insane. Don't they know that digital copies exist?" Yes. I'm pretty sure they know digital copies exist. But there's something special about holding a physical copy, but even more so than just holding a physical copy. There's something special about midnight launches, and I've spoken about this previously in videos. I think it might have been on my secondary channel. I don't know. But basically, I miss going to midnight events. Unfortunately, it is something that is very hard for me to do nowadays because I'm the father of 2 kids. So either I have to be at the house or the wife has to be at the house. And my wife works in a hotel, so sometimes she has to do late nights. And yeah, unfortunately, it's not really something that I could do because they actually had like a pretty cool event over here in Portugal. In one of our malls called El Corte Inglés, they had some people there. Telmo Couto, Rico Fazeres, and there was somebody else there. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on your name, but these are like, people that you would know if you were in Portugal, in the gaming scene in Portugal. And obviously the people from Nintendo were there as well. And I was like, oh, this is a really cool event. I wish I could have gone. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to because I was very busy. But yeah, it's just like a midnight event is something that is special. But the funny thing is that later in the article, this person also talks about, oh, I remember how special midnight events were. And it's like, so you answered your own question. Don't understand what was the point of the conversation. It's kind of weird. Anyway, it just feels like a lot of these are coming out of Kotaku, and Kotaku's just like, oh, I'm mad. I'm so mad. Because, the whole blacklist situation. Again, it's like, do I want Kotaku to be blacklisted? No, not really. It doesn't give me any satisfaction that Kotaku doesn't have access to video games. But at the end of the day, like, is it really worth it to just be like, oh, I'm so mad about this game that's doing so well. God damn you people. Stop being happy about this. And then we have the Giga Chad, Yoshi P, who literally, for those of you that aren't aware, this is from something that they call the producer live letter for Final Fantasy XIV, which is basically where developers get together and they talk about upcoming patches and stuff and whatnot for Final Fantasy XIV because it's an MMORPG. And this is like a very authentic thing that they have where they just address the community and talk about stuff and, the way that people are playing the game, so on and so forth. It's like one of the few pieces of me that is incredibly genuine. The problem is it's in Japanese, so it's kind of hard to truly appreciate. Like, there are fan translations in Discord and stuff like that you can do to follow the producer live alert, but that's besides the point. So in this, before they usually start the producer live alert, they do a test where they do sound tests and all of that stuff. And this is how Yoshi P shows up to the sound test, okay? Look at this. My man just straight up walks in with the Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch edition. And he's like, what? You got a problem? He's like, yeah, test, sound. Oh, wait, you guys can't see it. Damn it, I'm so stupid. I'm just going to leave it like this, sorry. But yeah, he's like, yeah, sound test. He's like, what? What do you want? Like, what? What was wrong? You got a problem? He's like, greet the fans. He's like, bro, I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. What do you mean? Look at him. What an absolute Chad. Look at him. He's like, what are you doing over there? And he's like, I'm playing Zelda. And you know what was the thing that really got to me? It was when I saw that Yoshi P already has more hearts than me. Bro, Yoshi P is like a friggin', killing it with Final Fantasy XIV. He's going to be releasing Final Fantasy XVI in June. And this man's already played more Tears of the Kingdom than me. What an absolute Giga Chad. And then finally, there was something here with Carnage, and I just wanted to bring this up. I mean, I already tweeted about this, where Carnage said he's pulling all of his Zelda videos from YouTube. I really wasn't feeling the game. Don't plan on returning. Way too many folks were taking it very personally, and I wasn't enjoying myself. It seems like either the game is not really the type of game that Carnage likes because he didn't really enjoy Breath of the Wild, and I was like, look, people, that's fine. Like, I wasn't aware of the fact that he hadn't enjoyed Breath of the Wild. So I actually, when I tweeted about this, I said something like, oh, I also ended up not really recording the first playthrough because the pressure of recording a first playthrough was kind of making it so that the experience wasn't being as fun to me. But at the end of the day, I just think that Carnage might just straight up not like the new, the new versions of Zelda with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And that's fine. Like I said previously, the game doesn't have to be for everyone. It's actually a good thing. If it focuses on the things that it does right and it really pleases other people, that's fine. That's just kind of like a roundup of happenings around Tears of the Kingdom that I ran into today, and I wanted to make a video talking about it because I thought some of this stuff was funny. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like, subscribe, bell notification icon, all that jazz. I'm going to try and do a little bit of live streaming tomorrow, although tomorrow I'm also considering if I should do maybe a little bit of the server slam in Diablo 4, because I haven't really played Diablo 4 today. And that could give me a little bit Diablo 4 content to the channel. We'll see. We'll see what we do because, like I said, this weekend is kind of like rough for me. Anyways, you guys have a nice weekend. I'll see you guys later. Stay strong. Stay safe. Peace out.